Hi, I was tagged to do the BookTube Newbie Tag 2.0, and today I'm going to do that tag. I know, it's shocking. So this tag was created by booktuber Michael S. Douch, and the reason why he created this tag is because he felt like the current BookTube Newbie Tag that we all know and love doesn't really have questions that enable people to really bring out unique answers or to really show that unique side to themselves as BookTube newbies when they're introducing themselves to BookTube oldies. And to be honest, I kind of agree with that. It's really hard to come up with a unique answer to the question, why did you start your BookTube channel? Which is why I am so excited to do this tag. And I sincerely hope that my participation in this tag will help spread more publicity for it so that BookTube newbies know that this is a tag that they can do when they're starting BookTube to introduce themselves. Question number 1 is, what genres would you like to see talked about more on BookTube? I don't really feel like there is a lack of any particular genre on BookTube as long as you know where to look for it. I have mentioned all kinds of different types of books in my journey on BookTube so far that have spanned all kinds of different book genres, and every single time I have found at least one person who knows that book that I've mentioned and who wants to talk to me about that book. So if you feel like there is a lack of a particular book genre on BookTube, I would suggest that perhaps that problem is not with BookTube as a whole, but perhaps with the community that you are engaged with so far on BookTube. Question number 2 is, what do you feel is the best way to make friends on BookTube? And the answer to this for me lies in the comments. And not just in the comments in general, but also in how you comment. When you are about to write a comment to someone, whether it's replying to them on your video or commenting on their video, try and take a moment to picture what you would say if you were talking to that person in real life. Try and imagine that you're at a party perhaps. I know it's hard because we're all introverted and most of us don't like going to parties, but try and imagine that you're at a party. You've just met this person, you're interested in getting to know them, and try and imagine what you would say to them then. And then just take that, like word for word, and just type that into the comment box, because I guarantee that will help you make friends way faster than saying something generic like, I like your video, or thanks, I'm glad you liked my video. Question number 3 is, what do you like most about making videos on YouTube? For me, that answer is editing, and to be honest, I think that's because it's hard to be a booktuber and continue making YouTube videos if you don't like editing. If you don't like it, it will be the #1 thing that will put you off making YouTube videos, and if you do like it, it will be the #1 reason why you continue. Question number 4 is, what do you like the least about making YouTube videos? And for me, that is trying to get the videos that I have filmed from my phone, which is what I film on, to my computer, which is what I edit on. Because my computer is a very, very sad soul and it doesn't know how to do anything right, and every time I try and transfer the files from my phone to my computer, it glitches, so I have to do it at least 3 or 4 times, and in the end it takes longer than the time it took me to film or edit my videos combined. Question number 5 is, other than the general types of videos like TBRs and wrap-ups, etc., what kind of videos would you like to see more of on BookTube? And for me, this answer is tied into my answer to question number 7, so I'm gonna hold off on answering it just now and answer them both together in a second. Question number 6 is, what kind of themes would you like to see more of in books? And my answer to this one is very similar to an answer that Carla from Carla's Book Bits answered when she did this BookTube Newbie 2.0 tag not that long ago. And that is that I would like to see more complexity in the sort of feminist themes that we see in a lot of YA or fantasy or adventure books. It seems that the only aspect of feminism that we get so far is the strong female character trope, and often that means that the female character is headstrong and badass, but not really anything else. And I think that even though that's good to some degree and it's really nice to see strong female characters, it does remove a lot of complexity from female characters, and it can sometimes actually do almost as much harm as it does good. So what I would like to see is more of the other kind of aspects of what feminism can do, and the other kind of types of women who are also strong in their own right shining through in books as well. Question number 7 is, what are your BookTube goals? Now, when I first ever decided to start a BookTube channel, I had a very specific vision in mind for what I thought my BookTube channel was going to look like. One of the main things that I wanted to be able to bring to BookTube was this combination of business and fun, where I would make the fun tags, hauls and wrap-ups and things that are entertaining to watch, but I also wanted to be able to make videos that were more about critical reading and more of an educational type video as well, like analyzing the most important quotes in Catcher in the Rye, or like analyzing the themes that you might end up writing an essay about when you're reading a book like Emma. And I feel like once I actually started my channel, I got a little bit self-indulgent, and I haven't really done that at all, but that's something that I've already noticed in the last kind of month, so it's something that I've already started working on, planning some videos to change that, because those are the kind of videos that I would like to see more more on BookTube anyway. Question number 8 is, what advice would you give to a booktuber who has just started their channel? If you feel like your sort of friend circle isn't moving fast enough and you feel like you're not really gaining as many friends as you had hoped, search BookTube in the YouTube search bar and then set the filter to like either the last 24 hours or the last week, and then just go to town on those videos, because those people will have just uploaded their videos, they'll be really excited about whatever it is that they've just made that video about, and they'll be looking for people to talk to about what they've just said. So if you feel like you're not making friends fast enough and you don't know how to find people, that is the number one thing that I would suggest that you do in order to find more people to talk to. Question number 9 is, what are some qualities that you look for in booktubers? And now I'm gonna sound like I'm harping on about the same thing over and over again, because my answer to this question is literally people who are personable and who are interested in other people in booktube. It really is the number one thing that absolutely puts me off another channel, is when they don't seem like they're interested in talking to anyone else on booktube. They just want to make their videos and have people subscribe to them and comment on their videos without them having to do anything or interact with anyone in general. So that's something that I definitely look for in booktubers, is people who are actually interested in having conversations with me. Question number 10 is, what is a fun fact about you or a hobby that you enjoy that people may not know about you? And it's hard to think of an answer for this that I haven't already given in my anything but books tag, but one thing that I really do like to do that not too many people would know about me is that I really like to crochet. And in fact, this is my basket filled with wool that I crochet with. This is my current crochet project even, which you can't really tell yet, but it's a hippo. That's a hippo butt right there. Here's his little legs. And the final question is actually, what booktubers do you tag? I tag anyone who is a booktube newbie, anyone who is even remotely thinking about starting a booktube channel. You are already tagged. So that is it for the booktube newbie tag 2.0. This has been a really fun tag to do, and I really hope that it takes off and that more booktube newbies do it in the future, because I think that these questions are the kind of questions that promote a lot more discussion and a lot more original answers than some of the questions in the original tag. I will see you in some other video very shortly, I am sure, and until then, as always, stay classic.
Sit there and count your fingers.